There are a lot of different types of females, and in this video we gonna be talking about every single one. Now, I have seen other YouTubers make a video on this same topic, and trust me, I'm not other YouTubers. This video is gonna be a little bit more different. Instead of just talking about the different types of females and telling you the stuff that they do, nah, I'm gonna put my little own spin on it. I'm actually gonna tell y'all how to actually talk to these females and pull these females potentially. Because I feel y'all, a lot of my young boys out there are starving. I'm not just finna sit there and be a L mans and not tell y'all how to get with these females, bro. I gotta be a W mans. Also, there is one thing you should remember. There is one thing you should always never forget and always remember. It is okay to get rejected. The girl that you thought was the one may have not been the one. And this is literally life. You just gotta suck it up and move on, if I'm being honest. If she rejects you, she rejects you. That's it. That's the end. Just move on. It's not that big of a deal. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. First up on the list, we got the ghetto/bougie girl. I'm grouping these two together because like they're more or less the same. Some of their qualities are like thinking they're hot shit, thinking they're all that, extremely materialistic. They just think that the world revolves around them when that's not even the case. Because what did Odatari say? The world don't revolve around you, girl. You not the only one. I'm sorry if that was cringe. And even if it was cringe, it's facts, bro. These girls be thinking they're all that when they really ain't all that. And the difference between the ghetto girl and the bougie girl is that the bougie girl is a rich girl that wants a rich man, but the ghetto girl is a broke girl that wants a rich man. And the bougie girls be looking mad fine, bro. So like low key, it's like they kind of deserve it. I ain't gonna lie. Like they're still materialistic as hell. They still think they're hot shit. That could get annoying, but I mean, hey, they are bad as hell. The ghetto girl, on the other hand, just thinks she's bad as hell when in reality she's ratchet, musty, disgusting. Like, get out of here. They be like, oh yeah, I could never date me a broke man. Like, come on, bro. Your dad probably don't even got bands like that, bro. That's probably why you broke, bro. Let's be honest. You don't got bread like that, so you trying to find a man that will spoil you. But the thing is though, unlike the bougie girl, you are mid at best. Again, the world does not revolve around you. In fact, I'll tell you what revolves around you. Mustiness revolves around you. The smell of being a broke bitch revolves around you. So like, please just stop, bro. You really ain't all that, bro. Also, another thing I'm gonna start including are the outfits. I'd say for the bougie girl, anything designer, the latest fashion, anything like that, they got it. The daddy's money be hitting. Unlike the ghetto bougie girl. The ghetto bougie girl usually be trying to like act rich and stuff like that when she's really not. Like usually most of her shit is boof or fake. I'm also gonna start including music taste as well. So I'd say for these girls, probably like Drake, The Weeknd, like those type of artists. And if the requirement to talk to these females wasn't already obvious enough, yeah, you just need to have bread. Literally, you could be the ugliest man and these girls will fall head over heels for you, bro. And the requirement to talk to them is actually not as hard as you think. All you gotta do is, you know, just pull up in a Lambo next to them and, you know, just spit your game, you know, nothing too crazy. Come on now, it's not like a Lambo's like friggin' $250,000. Like, come on, friggin' anybody could get a Lambo. Come on now. Real shit, you're not pulling anybody unless you got bread. Also, another thing I'm gonna do is a difficulty level to pull these females. If you're born to a rich family, then it's probably like a 2 out of 10, but if you're not, you're looking at about like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 because these girls are not looking for attractive men. Okay, now I'm sorry if this is confusing, but the next girl we're going to be looking at is the hood girl. He has to tote a pistol 1000%. He has to have at least like a firearm or 2 on him. Preferably a rapper, tattoos, grills, that they go crazy for that, grills. They have to wear a lot of like designer and stuff like that. They don't necessarily have to be rich. They just like have to appear rich. Oh my god, and I forgot, this is like the most important one. Make sure you sag your pants. They have to see your underwear. Extra points if you have a chain where the pendant is bigger than motherfucking her head. Overall, you just have to have this thug image. So yeah, if you not a gangster, bro, I don't think you tapping this. And for the music taste, just any hood rapper, so like NBA Youngboy, 21 Savage, Lil Durk, stuff like that. Actually, approaching this girls is pretty hard if you don't already fit the very obvious requirements. If you don't walk up to her toting a Glock and flexing money and acting like a thug, then she don't want you. These girls are extremely feisty and short-tempered, so they will snap at you. They might even swing on your ass if you're unlucky. For the outfits, usually some type of graphic tee, definitely like some tight-ass jeans. Jordan's gotta be on point. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, if you're a white guy and you do all the stuff that I mentioned earlier about like acting tough and like wearing chains and sagging your pants, you have a way higher chance chance because for some reason these girls just love white boys who do all that. If you fit the requirements, it should be easy. If not, I'd say probably like a 7 out of 10. Next up on the list is my favorite, the goth girl slash e-girl. If y'all be watching my videos, y'all know how crazy I go for them goth Latinas. Like, I'm sorry, if I see a goth Latina, my inner demons are gonna come out. But yeah, these females are like usually mentally fucked up in the head. And I know at the beginning I said goth slash e-girl, but I forgot the third category, which is emo. They have a little bit of similarities and differences, so we're just gonna go through those. We're starting off with the goth girl. Usually a lot of piercings. Sometimes you'll see dyed hair. My personal favorite, I like the black hair. They also have black nails. Damn, they like everything black except for their men, because these girls will go for like the scrawniest white boys, bro, I swear. Like, if you're a black dude trying to date one of these girls, that's like freaking bringing a knife to a gunfight, because there's no way you're winning. Obviously, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it definitely is hard. You'll also see a lot of fishnets, tight clothing. Sometimes you'll even see split dye. I forgot to mention that. And for the amount of girls with black hair and a split dye, there's also the females that will shave off their head and their eyebrows and just be weird as fuck. And that's usually where I draw the line. Now we're gonna move on to the emo girl. Now, the difference between goth and emo is that goth is like a style and emo is like a lifestyle. And you guys all know this lifestyle of emo girls are usually like extremely depressed. And unlike the goth girl, they usually wear like more clothes that like cover them, because they do be cutting, and no, I ain't talking the grass. So yeah, they'll usually wear like longer sleeves, you know, hide that. They usually have like this hairstyle right here that like covers half of their face. Not the biggest fan of that. And the main difference, if you were to strip the goth girl of all her clothes and accessories and dyed hair, you just have a regular girl. But if you were to do that to an emo girl, you would still have a depressed bitch. Next up, we've got the e-girl. I don't know why I grouped them together with the goth girls and the emo girls, because they're like way more different. They do get compared a lot, so I guess I'm gonna have to group them together. These girls are like super big on like anime and video games, so sometimes they'll usually like dress up like anime girls. You always see them wearing them knee-high socks all the time. Sometimes they'll wear like a hoodie over it, but sometimes it'll be like something extremely tight. Even though they're on the computer the entire fucking day, their hygiene isn't that bad. And speaking of being on the computer all day, spoilers, if you try to talk to one of these girls, do not ask for her social media, ask for her Discord. These girls usually play a lot of like Overwatch, Valorant, games like that, and they also have like the same kitty cat headset, and it has to be pink all the time, has to be pink. Don't get me wrong, I love the color pink, like one of my favorite colors, but they just be overdoing it. And usually their hair is also dyed pink. It's usually dyed like a very bright color. Their music taste is like kind of scattered. I mean, there's not really like an exact music taste for them, but if I had to put my finger on it, probably like Japanese or like anime music. Also, out of the other two, these are probably the ones you want to stay away from the most. The other two, I mean, yeah, sure, they do have severe fucking mental health issues, but at least I don't have an OnlyFans, because I kid you not, like 99.9% of the time, e-girls will have an OnlyFans. It's like extremely rare to find one that doesn't have an OnlyFans. Actually talking to these girls is not that hard. I mean, approaching them in real life is like literally impossible. You do not want to do this. These girls are on the internet a lot, so shooting your shot online will be the better chance. I understand that might sound a little bit weird, but it's the truth. For the goth and emo girl, just talk to them as if they're normal people. They are self-aware. They do know that their type is fetishized a lot, so just talk to them as if they're a normal person. Don't be weird and call them like mommy and weird stuff like that, because they're used to it. They've definitely been through that before, and they will block you. Also, I forgot to mention, their music taste is like just any band. As long as you listen to a band, they'd probably fuck with you. Mentioning this now because their music taste is like kind of like the gateway to actually talking to them. If you don't have the same music taste, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. For the e-girl, it's not really that hard. You just got to play video games with her. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody plays video games. If you can get past the fact that she has an OnlyFans, I think you should be good. Also, just remember, you are never not the only one she's talking to, because these girls are in like extreme high demand. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Difficulty level 7 out of 10. Next girl we're gonna talk about is probably the most hated on this list, and that's the white girl that always gets Starbucks, named Emily. We'll just call them the Starbucks girls, because that's really all they drink. The only thing flowing in their immune system is freaking frappuccinos and cappuccinos and whatever the hell that shit is. These girls usually have like either blonde hair or like blue hair sometimes. sometimes you'll see that a lot. That's why y'all have probably seen the meme of like the blue hair Emily, like the girl that always tries to cancel everyone. No, seriously, like these girls are soft as shit. They cannot take a joke, bro. Like, do not joke with one of these females, bro. And they're annoying as shit, so it's hard not to crack a joke here and there about them, or about anything really. I mean, if you make a joke about them, yeah, they'll get mad, but like if you make like a offensive joke or like dark humor or something like that, they ain't gonna fuck with that. If you do somehow get her Instagram, just be ready to see BLM in the bio, because literally all of them have that shit. For some weird reason, they care more about black people than actual black people care about black people. And you probably think, oh well, they care so much about black people, isn't that their type? No, you're completely wrong. Their type is like tall white dudes. They're kind of similar to the goth girls, but you have to play a sport. Like, you have to be part of a sports team, preferably football. You can't catch these girls listening to Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, like all those types of artists. Sometimes they'll listen to like rap music and they'll say the N-word. I find the ones with blonde hair doing this a lot, but the blue hair ones absolutely hate it. Like, if they're singing to a song with the N-word in it, like when the N-word is said, they'll put their finger up to their lips and like shush themselves. Another thing about them, a lot of the time they're like dumb as shit. These are the ones with blonde hair, and at least they know they're dumb as shit. The ones with blue hair try to act smart, but in reality they're just dumb as hell. I do find the ones with like the blonde hair to be a little bit more chill, rather than the ones with blue hair that just try to cancel everything that breathes or looks at them the wrong way. Outfits are pretty simple. I've seen some with like booty shorts and like an extremely long shirt for some reason. I don't know why. Like, how the fuck you gonna wear booty shorts but not show that ass? But I mean, sometimes you can't blame them though, because a lot of them don't really have a dump truck. And we can't forget the most iconic fit: the crop top, the super skinny leggings, and the beat up Air Force Ones or Vans, bro. Oh my god, if I had a dime for every time I've seen a white girl with dirtied up Forces or dirtied up Vans. If you're not a tall white dude, bagging these girls could be a little bit difficult, so I'd say about an 8 out of 10. That's pretty much it for all the females in this video. If y'all want to see a part 2, make sure y'all let me know down below in the comments. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and catch you on the next one. Peace.